Welcome to Outdoors with John. Today we're in Hopkinton, Rhode Island at Blue Pond. We are here at the Blue Pond Trailhead here in Hopkinton, Rhode Island. We're going to hike a 3-mile loop around the pond and come right back to this trailhead. So, does the Blue Pond Trail Loop really exist? Watch this video and find out. The trail starts out pretty flat here and goes through a tunnel of mountain laurel. Probably very scenic in the June time frame. Parking lot here has room for about 5 or 6 cars and is a pretty popular hike. So looking forward to seeing Blue Pond. It's a pretty good sized pond.
Today I am hiking with my son Jeff. The trail passes through an area where many boulders are left behind by retreating glaciers at the end of the Ice Age.
I come to a junction here on the left. I'm going to stick to the right until we see the pond, and then we'll decide where we're going to go. The plan was to go clockwise around the pond. That might have been our path, so we'll see. So we've come to the pond here. Interestingly, there's some kind of a rock foundation here. Some kind of a building, good size one. And we're going to take the trail down to the pond itself, as you can see here. All right, so after heading down to the pond, we did come back here to take the left so we could follow this trail in a clockwise direction around the pond.
This was our attempt to hike around the pond in a clockwise direction. The trail would soon disappear.
So the trail we were on kind of petered out. There's no blazes and there wasn't a very good worn path, so we're heading back to see if we missed something. We're going to try going around it in a counterclockwise direction and see if the trail's better marked in that direction.
While scenic, this trail didn't go very far.
Well, I don't know, that's a dead end down there too. So we just hiked about a half a mile from where we parked the car because we struck out with that first trail. But this is Blue Pond Road according to the old topographical maps. And it also goes to Blue Pond, just a little bit south of where we were. So we're gonna hike out here to see what that end of Blue Pond looks like and see if there are any other options for hiking around the pond itself. So we are on the Blue Pond Road hiking in. And there's a flat spot here just before we reach what looks like an earthen dam that created Blue Pond. There's a fireplace. It's not just a fire pit. Behind it looks like some concrete. There's a couple footings here. So there must have been, in this flat area, there must have been some kind of a building, maybe a camp or something. So there's definitely an earthen dam here as we check out Blue Pond here. This would be the road here, Blue Pond Road. And off to the left heads back towards where we first came out. So I'm thinking maybe we're gonna go around, try to go around in a counterclockwise direction, see how far we can get. We were wondering why there was beaver activity here, but we can see that there's been a washout here at the dam. There's a board to get you past it, but that may be one of the reasons why the water looks a little low. Not too low. Looks like the beavers have maybe fixed some of it. Let's take a look.
At about 5 p.m. on March 30th, 2010, as a record rainfall pounded Rhode Island, Blue Pond Dam collapsed, releasing 179 million gallons of water that raced through nearby woods before tearing into a road and washing out a bridge over Canonchet Brook. After the dam burst, the Asheville Corporation and its parent company, Green Plastics, were charged with a violation, and as part of the settlement, they sold the 67 acres around the pond, which included the former site of the dam, to the state of Rhode Island. Today, the land is part of Rockville State Management Area.
Shortly after climbing out of the dam area, the road takes a sharp right turn, and there's a house here, and that's about as far as we're going. I didn't really see any trails that went around the pond, so I think the DEM map is wrong. Now this looks like it was the spillway for overflow because there's rocks on both sides here.
The dam was built in 1889 to increase the area of what had been a natural body of water. The dam is an earthen embankment 1,000 feet long and 14 feet high with stone walls on the front and back sides.
Alright, we follow the little spur trail north here. Brings us to the top of a knoll, but we were just on the other side of that area when we were out here before. I don't know if it worked its way around or not. We'll see. Well, it's a little bit overgrown here, but there definitely does look like there was a trail that connected us to that first trail. So we're on it, trying to make it work. See where we pop out. We should not get lost in this area. Well, it may seem like deja vu, but we just came back out on the first trail. They went down. There's a little side trail here. It's very overgrown, but we made a loop of it. We're heading back to the car now. We kind of walked around quite a bit looking to put together a loop in accordance with the Rhode Island Department of Environmental Management map that we saw on the trailhead, but it looks like the loop doesn't really exist. If it does, it's not well marked. So if you're gonna come out here and try that loop, you may be doing a little bit of bushwhacking, or maybe you get lucky and find it. If you do, let me know in the comments. I didn't really find the loop, but I did find the trail out here to the pond, both this and the road, to be interesting. There's some glacial erratics. The trail is pretty smooth except for a washed out section up near the dam on that Blue Pond Road. And the pond itself is interesting, along with the large dam that they built that created the pond. If you like this content, please remember to like, share, subscribe, comment. It's all good. And thanks for watching.